The Catechism tells us that Easter is not simply one feast among others, but the feast of feasts. And Holy Week is the high point of the Church's liturgical calendar. For Holy Week is that sacred time when we encounter in the most profound way who God is and who we are. That we are made in the image of God who loves us to the point of his suffering and death on the cross. As we enter into the sacred events of Holy Week, we may ponder the question, why did Jesus have to suffer such a cruel, unjust death on a cross? Was his suffering the only way that the world could be reconciled to friendship with God? Today's gospel gives us some insight into that question. For we see that just as Jesus prepares to celebrate the Passover with his disciples, one of his disciples prepares to betray him for a few pieces of silver. Betrayal is at the center of the final encounter that Jesus has with his disciples at the Last Supper. And betrayal is certainly at the center of the relationship between God and humanity. Our sinfulness, weakness, and pride are all forms of betrayal when we turn away from friendship with God and choose instead lesser things or ourselves. But thanks be to God that betrayal is not the final word on the human condition. God's love and mercy is the final word that wins over every human infidelity and betrayal. And that is the good news of these holy days we are about to enter into. So may we find in Jesus' passion, death, and resurrection the victory of God's love turned toward us. And let us humbly bring our weaknesses and betrayals before the cross of Jesus Christ, whose love is the supreme gift that reconciles us to God. Have a blessed day.